Hey BookTube, it's Michael Romeo, and I'm here to talk about books again. Hey BookTubers, welcome to my channel, Michael Romeo Talks Books. Why do I talk books? Because I love books. Books are awesome. Books are fun to talk about. Books are adventures waiting to be had. So, that being said, I'm glad you're all here. If you're new, feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button. And if you're a return person and you still haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit it. Be part of the family. And those of you who have been subscribed for a while, glad you're back. Glad to see you here. So today, we're doing the book acquiring tag. This is a tag that was created by Enter the Book, and I will post a link down in the description to the original video. And also I was tagged by Read by Fred, one of my favorite channels. I'll put a tag down to his book acquiring tag post as well, and you can enjoy that. So without further ado, let's get into the prompts for the book acquiring tag. Number 1, do you plan your book purchases ahead or impulse buy? I mostly impulse buy. I belong to 2 daily emails. One is Early Bird Books and another one is BookBub. They're for ebooks and they have some great prices. The prices run anywhere from free to about $5.99 for multiple book sets. And I go through these emails almost every day, and if I see something that I like that I think I want to read, I go ahead and get it. I get an impulse buy. The only time I really plan to purchase is if somebody's giving me a gift card for books, and I want to make sure that what I get with the gift card is gift worthy. Something that I would have been as excited to open as I was to open the gift card. And believe me, I get excited over book gift cards. So those are the times that I plan my purchases. Or if somebody has highly recommended a book and I really want to read it because I trust their recommendation, then I go hunting for it. So that would be a planned purchase. But mostly it's impulse buying. Second prompt says, how do you decide what books to buy? Well, pretty much the same thing. It's impulse buying, mostly, from those 2 emails. And these emails are great. And if you haven't subscribed to either one of them, Early Bird Books or BookBub, check them out, because you get this email and you go through it and you see a book that you like, you click on it, it's yours. And they're all ebooks again. Number 3, what is your philosophy of where you shop? Online versus in person, large versus small, physical, digital or audio, new or used, etc. Well, in my case, almost everything that I read right now is on my Kindle. And there's reasons for this. The older I get, the more strained my eyesight gets. And with the Kindle, I don't have to worry about what kind of lighting I have to read, because the Kindle has its own light. I don't have to worry about the font size, because if it comes in a tiny font size, I can just make the font bigger. And I also have developed arthritis in my hands, so sometimes holding a book can be difficult. And with a Kindle, it can be a 1,500 page book. It doesn't matter, my Kindle still weighs the same, and if I drop it on my face, I'm not going to break my nose. So most of my online buying is online. I get ebooks for my Kindle. Some of these other things, large versus small, I love long books. I love chunker books, mammoth books, whatever you want to call them. They really take you away, but I also love small, quick reads that you can just tuck away in 1 or 2 sittings. I read, as I said, mostly digital books, but I also do audiobooks. When I'm driving in the car, when I'm doing chores, yard work, I can often have an audiobook going, and that just gets me in more reading time. Number 4, what about little free libraries? What do you think of them? Have you used one? Why or why not? I think they're great. They're neat little ideas, ways to exchange books. I have, however, never used one for the simple reason that whenever I see one, I'm either not in a position to stop and take advantage of it, or if I am, I don't have books in the car to swap out, and I don't want to take books out of a little free library without leaving something else for somebody else to be able to take. But I will. As a matter of fact, my wife and I had a brief discussion recently. My brother-in-law, my wife's brother, passed away recently, and he left behind a bunch of books, we have to decide what to do with them. And one of the things that we thought about was putting up a little free library near the house to offer his books out to people, because he was an avid reader and he exchanged books with people all the time. So that's a possibility. We might be doing that. Number 5. How do you feel after acquiring a book? Do you share like in a book haul or a diary? I can sometimes feel giddy when I get a book, especially if it's one that I've really been looking for a while, or one that's an author that I really like, and it's a book that maybe I wasn't aware that the author wrote. I can get a really giddy feeling, get very excited. I've never done a book haul video because, again, I buy ebooks, so it's I buy them mostly 1 or 2 at a time. So I can't remember the last time I had an actual book haul, and I don't keep a book diary, so I haven't really shared, with the exception of a group I'm in on Facebook called Bookaholics. There's been a couple of times where I scored a good book and I posted it there to share the giddiness. Like when I came across one called The Wanderers by Richard Price, and I got it for 99 cents on an ebook from one of those 2 emails I was telling you about. And I was just so excited because this was one of the first adult books I read when I was a teenager, and I loved it, and I was excited to get it again and read it again at this advanced stage. Next one, number 6. How do you feel looking at your books that haven't been read? Does it matter if it's currently a lot or a little amount? Most of the time it doesn't bother me either way. Where was I going with that? Most of the time the Coke machine kicked on and it distracted me. I do this at work, for those of you who don't know, because I work 3rd shift in a hotel and it's always very quiet, and the boss really doesn't care what I do as long as I'm here in case something happens. So, great time to do the content. But anyway, back to the question. How do you feel looking at your books that you haven't read? Most of the time I'm just fine with it. I have a lot of unread books because I buy several books and I read one. I buy several more and I read one. So they do build up. Every now and then I can feel a little oppressed by the number of unread books I have, and I think, what are you doing buying more books, because you have so many you have to read already. But the feeling passes very quickly, usually after a cup of tea and playing with the Yorkshire Terrier. And if I can flip the page here, I will continue on with number 7. How do you decide what number of unread books is the right amount? Well, the right amount is whatever I have. If I have 100 unread books, then I have 100 unread books. It must be the right amount, because that's what I have. If it's more than that, it must be the right amount, because that's what I have, right? More fate, I'm always saying, love your fate. If fate gave me that many books to have on hand, there's got to be a reason. Number 8. Do you have a TBR game or process of reading them? There's one that I've done a couple of times when I couldn't decide what to read. This is back when I was doing physical books, before I got into ebooks. I would look at a shelf and count the number of books on the shelf, then go to my wife, my brother-in-law, or somebody, a friend at work, and say, pick a number between 1 and 35. And whatever number they chose, that would be the book on that shelf that I would go to, and that would be my next read. Right now, one of the things I do is I play Kindle Roulette, and that is I just kind of close my eyes and flip up and down on the screen and then go boop, and whatever one I land on, that's the next book I'm going to read. So yeah, I guess it's a playful way of picking your book, and sometimes you're a little disappointed with the selection, and other times it's like it's a perfect fit. Number 9. Do you have a book buying problem? If so, what is the nature of it, and can it be adjusted? Do I have a book buying problem? I have no problem whatsoever buying books. As I said, a book comes up that I want, I buy it, especially when it's 99 cents, $1.99. What's not to buy? So no, I don't have a book buying problem. Number 10. Oh, number 10, I get to tag 2 people. And I am going to tag, who am I going to tag? Gotta think about this. Okay, so I stepped away and I pondered it, and I'm going to tag 2 newbies. I'm going to tab Micah Cummins and Idgit Reads and Rambles, and I'm going to post their links down below so you can see who they are, and maybe you can poke them in the ribs and say, hey, if you haven't seen that video over on Michael Romeo's, by the way, you've been tagged. And if they've already done it, I apologize, but I haven't seen it yet on either one of their channels, and I'm thinking, being newbies, that they may not have. And then there's another one, 11. Know that you are awesome just as you are. Being a book lover is amazing. And I agree with that. All us book lovers are amazing, and we are perfect just the way we are. A lot of us are quirky, a lot of us are a little eccentric, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So that's it for the book acquiring tag. Got more stuff coming up soon. Got to do another author spotlight. I'm going to be taking part in a couple of reading events. I'm going to post my book choices for those. And I guess that's it for now. And again, as I said a little earlier, amor fati. Love your fate. Talk to you all later.